I'm not self-made, I'm God-made. Welcome to the channel. So today's video is all about dangerous, holy billionaire affirmations. Yes, that's right. We are going to be declaring holy billionaire affirmations. But wait, I know you're ready to get into it, to declare yourself a holy billionaire. But we have to learn a small lesson from a holy billionaire. So you may already be thinking in the back of your mind, well, who's the holy billionaire that we're going to learn from? We're going to learn a lesson from Solomon. Yes, that's right. We're going to learn a lesson from Solomon. So, in case you did not know, when God offered Solomon anything that he desired, Solomon decided to ask for wisdom, right? 1 Kings 3:9-13 says, when God offered Solomon anything he desired, Solomon asked for wisdom to govern Israel. Pleased with his humility, God not only granted him unparalleled wisdom, but also wealth and honor. So Solomon asked for wisdom and God gave him wealth and honor. And we know that because of that, Solomon stood out amongst the kings in his time. 1 Kings 10:23 says, King Solomon was greater in riches and wisdom than all the other kings of the earth. Okay? So at that time, Solomon was at the top, okay? So we can just go ahead and say that he was a holy billionaire of his time. So what did, Solomon do as a holy billionaire? Well, we know, of course, he governed with wisdom, right? And we also know that Solomon was very busy in the Proverbs, right? He wrote most of the Proverbs, over 3,000. He composed 1,005 songs, and he just had a lot of knowledge about different things such as nature, architecture, and just how he governed, right? We also know that he attracted leaders to him, right? Queen Sheba, because of his wisdom, she came to visit Solomon, okay? So when you are a holy billionaire, it's to be expected that you're going to attract other great leaders, other people who are at the top of their industries, right? And you need to be able to have wisdom on how to handle yourself and how to carry yourself and how to interact with other great leaders, all right? So what else did Solomon display? Well, 1 Kings 10:22 says that he had fleets of ships bringing gold, silver, ivory, and exotic goods from distant lands. So he was able to control the trade routes and bring immense wealth into Israel, okay? So as a holy billionaire, you need to be able to, control things, govern the things that are coming in and going out and making sure that your people are prospering, right? And making sure that the people around you are prospering, right? So it's not just about being a holy billionaire unto yourself, but when you become a holy billionaire, it's expected that those around you are also going to prosper, like your family members and your community, right? Because that's what Solomon did for his people. That's what he did for his community, all right? We also know that Solomon built the temple of the Lord in Jerusalem, okay? So he used his wealth for projects that was going to benefit the Lord and benefit Israel. So he used his riches to build the temple, and how, he built the temple in the splendor and the extravagance that he built it in. It was reflective of God's blessing, okay? So, as a holy billionaire, you can expect to be a partaker of a massive projects, right? that will uplift the kingdom, that will uplift your community and be reflective of God's glory in your life. And we know that initially in the beginning of Solomon's reign, he had a heart that was devoted unto God. He was all about honoring God, right? Second Chronicles 7:14 through 16 says, God promised to dwell among Israel because of Solomon's dedication, right? So as a holy billionaire, you are expected to remain devoted to God. You know, no matter the wealth and the riches and the glory that comes to you, you need to have a heart that is sold out to God, devoted to God, loyal to God, right? And not allow your heart to get distracted by idolatry or the opinions of other peoples and their backgrounds and their gods that they might be serving, you know? So, Solomon's dedication, right, made God to dwell among the people. And so you want to always have a heart that will honor God as a holy billionaire, right? We also know that Solomon had global influence and a global reputation because his fame, right? His reputation spread from beyond Israel. 1 Kings 10:24 says, the whole world sought an audience with Solomon to hear the wisdom that God had put in his heart, okay? So you can expect, as a holy billionaire, people are going to be coming to you, seeking your wisdom, seeking your advice, seeking consultation from you, right? And the kings and the rulers brought him gifts, right? Which further increased his wealth and his influence. So you have to have a heart that is going to remain humble and a heart that is going to remain devoted to God, because when people are bringing you, showering you with these gifts and showering you with their adoration, you never want to take this unto yourself. You always want to point it and deflect the glory back to God, okay? So this is the lesson that we're learning from our holy billionaire Solomon. You know, Solomon asked for wisdom, and because of that, God granted him great honor, great wealth, right? But we know that in the end of Solomon's life, he kind of strayed, not kind of, but he did. He strayed from God and he turned towards idolatry because of foreign influences. And this served great consequences to his kingdom. But you know what? We're going to make declarations and affirmations as holy billionaires that are going to stay committed and devoted to God, so that when the wisdom that he grants us with begins to bring the wealth and the influence to us, we will not be led astray by idolatry or the fame or the adorations of other people. We're going to stay devoted. We're going to stay committed to God. So if you are ready to take upon this challenge, right, as a holy billionaire, I want you to say these affirmations, and I want you to say them with a boldness that you are going to be a holy billionaire that is committed to God, loyal to God, and devoted to God. If you're ready, let's go. I seek God's wisdom daily. My steps are directed by the Lord. I make decisions with divine discernment. Wisdom brings me lasting success. My actions reflect God's truth. God blesses my work and glorifies his name. I honor God, and he multiplies my blessings. I steward resources with integrity. My wealth testifies to God's faithfulness. I attract holy and abundant riches. God expands my territory for His glory. I lead with humility and wisdom. My influence draws others to God. I inspire leaders to pursue righteousness. I leave a legacy of faith and impact. I trust God, not riches, as my provider. My faith grows with His blessings. I am rooted in God's word. My riches serve God's purposes. I acknowledge God in all my success. I give generously to advance God's kingdom. I am a channel for God's blessings. My wealth uplifts and builds others. I support godly initiatives with joy. My life shows true wealth is in God. And if you're really bold, and if you're really confident, and if you're really certain, and if you dare to be a holy billionaire, I want you to say this affirmation. My money keeps rolling in and multiplying without even trying. Zero effort. I'm a billionaire now. I'm a billionaire now. All right. Well, that is the Holy Billionaire Affirmations. Dangerous Holy Billionaire Affirmations. I want you to leave me a comment if you're ready to take on the challenge to be a holy billionaire. Let me know if these affirmations have been a blessing to you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next video.